Is it even possible to have a stress-free holiday?
Oh my gosh. I mean, that would be like the feat of the entire year. If
Oh.
that could be accomplished.
We,
Wow.
We think it's not only possible, we're going to give you the tips and
On how to
tools
do it.
to do it. Oops.
Oops. Is it even possible?
Somewhere.
Oh my gosh, we've crossed
I
timelines.
think I know what's happening here. Oh, we're getting we're a delay here. Let's just go into the theme song because this is Sunday Inspiration Live.
Oh, when I wake up in the morning, I feel so grateful. When I wake up in the morning, I feel so alive. When I wake up in the morning, I feel the spirit. Oh, when I wake up in the morning, I'm here to thrive.
Ready to thrive. Sing along with this chorus.
So I wake up every day. Wake up, this is what I say. Wake up, I am so free. Wake up, and I'm free to be me. I'm free to be me.
Oh my gosh, yes, free to be you. Free to be Pooki. Free to be Bob. Greetings, everyone. It's Sunday Inspiration Live. It's November 26th. This is Season 3, Episode 48. That's right. We're
What?
coming up toward the end of our third year of streaming live every Sunday morning. And I think some of you have been here pretty much every one for 3 years, too.
Oh my gosh, is that amazing?
We have some long-timers here.
Yeah. I mean, some of you have been here more than I have.
This is true because the show goes on. Yeah. We don't stop when Pookie's out of town. Now, if I were to go out of town and couldn't do this, I don't know. You probably wouldn't know what buttons to
I would
push.
not know what the heck to do.
We have to pre-record something.
I would just have to be going live and just saying, hi, everybody.
No bells or whistles.
No bells or whistles, because I don't know how to do bells or whistles. I'm my own bell and I'm my own whistle.
You don't need it yet. You already show up and everything with bells on. So if something looks a little bit different. I had this brilliant idea because we're sitting here in this very small space.
Very small.
And we have the green screen behind us. Got the little holiday background going there. But I need to sit close to the computer to be able to push all the buttons. And Pookie doesn't like sitting because she likes moving around, so she stands behind me. But normally I'm like with this small head down in the corner, and she's this tall. So I've raised my chair up. Just to get a little more visibility.
It's just a little more lifted.
In the picture.
Now I'm going to go get some big heel shoes and
Yes.
throw it all out of
Some
whack again.
6-inch stilettos or
Right.
something like that.
I don't have
That is
those
gonna-
anymore.
From a bygone era.
Yeah.
All right, so we got a lot here. We're definitely going to be sharing some tips about having a stress-free holiday season. We've got some great ideas here, fresh off a conversation we just had yesterday with our High Vibe tribe. Got a good couple of original songs, as oft as we always do. We got some photos. We're going to show some Thanksgiving photos. We got a photo of 3 of our tribe members who met up in New York City.
Nice.
Which is really awesome. And I've got a 2-part Bob's Comedy Corner coming up. There were 2 topics. I just couldn't decide one, so I'm doing them both here on the same day. So, if you're a first timer, if it's been your first time in a while catching a live stream, let us know that. Let us know where you're watching from too. If we may not be intimately familiar with who you are and where you're from, so we just like to get a sense of the global audience that we have here because it is indeed a global gathering. Isn't it?
Indeed.
Is it not?
Yeah, from all over the world, people are tuning in. That's so wonderful and so exciting.
And then we're going to end with a electronic dance track and
No
all these
way.
original songs, that we perform here.
No way. Electronic dance music?
That's right.
Gotta be kidding
You're
me.
going to love it. Okay, so let's get us centered. So, Pookie, why don't you get us all centered with the magic that you create here?
Are you ready?
I am ready.
Oh my gosh. Well, this is probably the most powerful moment of our whole time together. Right? Is that just not crazy? It's the reason why we do it in the very beginning. Because this is the moment where we acknowledge one another in this infinite field of divine love. And we reach out and we touch each other in this space because, there's only one of us here, right? Each one of us are a divine expression of the light and the love that is the Creator. And so right now we have this opportunity in our expanded state, because our spirits could not be held within this tiny body. It's so tiny, this body. And really who we are is so much bigger and so much more expansive. And we actually, energetically, we have the ability to move beyond this form into the no form, and move across this infinite space, this illusion of time, space, and reality. And we can touch each other in this field, and we can amplify whatever it is that we are holding in our hearts and our minds. And so right now, I want to hold in our hearts and our minds, I want to hold the energy of love and compassion for all beings on this beautiful planet and beyond. And so we just reach out right now with this energy of love that we have that dwells deep within us. It was the seed in which our whole entire being started. From this little energy of love, our heart started beating, right? And so with this heartbeat, this heart that's been carrying us on our journey, all of our entire lives, we just give gratitude for this heart. Thank you. Oh my gosh, for beating the resonant frequency of love with every heartbeat and sending it out into the world. So now in this space, as we're acknowledging our heart, we're acknowledging our time together, that we're gathered here from all across this beautiful Mother Earth. Right? We are amplifying our energy, and we're sending it out beyond our body, and we're sending it out to each other that's held within this space. And we're touching each other in this infinite field of divine love. It's so yummy here. This is the yummy place. We're here, we're expanding our love, we're amplifying our love. Maybe you're feeling the amplification of the love right now in your own body. Maybe you're feeling all the love from all of the beloveds that are here with us right now, infused into your own energy. Maybe you're feeling all of that. You're feeling all that love, and it's bringing to you healing into those places in your body that need it, that need love. Where in your body needs love right now? Receive it from everyone that's here, everyone that's sending out their love. You can send out love and receive it at the same time. You sure can. You're doing it when you hug people. So just right now, just have this feeling like this is this global hug. We're in a global hug fest, and we're hugging each other in this place, and we're receiving healing, and we're giving healing at the same time. And at this moment right now, we are infused with the energy of love, with the power of love, with the compassion of love. Love is our being. We're amplifying it now. We're becoming more and more and more and more of that love. And in those places within us where we're struggling with how to be a loving presence, we're letting those things go. Those things are beginning to fall away, and we're just becoming more and more and more loving. And as we just embrace each other in this moment, embrace our beautiful Mother Earth, embrace all of our global family, all living beings on this earth, all of them who are facing all kinds of challenges and struggles that we cannot know. We cannot know. We can only know what's happening within our own expression of divinity. We can only know that. But we can have deep compassion for all that is occurring, for all the transformation that's happening all over the world right now. And we come as an anchor of love and of light. And we amplify this energy into the earth. And we call it back to ourselves to bring healing to our bodies, to whatever is needed within our bodies. And we are so thankful and so grateful that we have the power. We have the power to love, to love, to love, to love. And love is the answer. And we have the power to love. So allow that love to be your beacon today. Allow that beating heart to vibrate and send out the frequency of love, of love, of love, of love. Just be present to that. Put your hand on your heart if you're willing. Oh, feel that divine heart beating beneath your chest bone. Deep compassion and love. Love, 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 love. Yeah. All right. Let's give it a little love. Yum, 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 yum. Oh, love you, love you, love you, love you. I love you so much. 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 I love you. Love you, love you, love you, love you. Yeah. And so it is, right? Because we're creating, in this moment, we're creating everything. We're creating all of this. We've created all of this, right? And we have the power to create what we choose. We don't have to be a victim of circumstance if we don't want to. That's all I got.
And what you got is plenty there. That was awesome, as always.
Thank you.
Wow. It's good that we start off that way, such a powerful way. Based on
Yes.
the comments, you reach some people here. We'll be checking in with the comments in a little while, but keep on posting things. Let us know where you're watching from, and where, and if it's your first time. Although there was somebody that I wanted to highlight here, but I'll come back maybe. And
We're on
here we go.
Facebook.
So Carrie earlier said, Bob's growing a mustache. Nope, Bob's just too lazy to shave. I wanted to point that out. And then Jennifer says, I finally figured out how to watch on my new 55-inch Fire TV. So Bob and Pooki, and my mustache is huge. So it's probably looking more like a beard on your big TV. That's what I'm thinking. So, Bob's Comedy Corner came early.
It already
Yeah,
started.
and so, one way, even though we're going to be talking about this in depth later, one way to relieve the stress of your holiday season?
Well, tell me, babe.
To get some of your Christmas shopping done
Early.
Couldn't hear the guitar at all. Okay, Dan, I'm gonna crank that up on our next song because I was wondering about that. But I wasn't playing it very hard either. So, but let's see. But thank you for pointing that out. So here's a thing. You can give the gift of inspiration this holiday season, and where is that? So, if we're shipping to an address in the U.S., we would be happy to send an autographed copy of my book, The Power of Affirmations and Positive Self-Talk, and Pooki loves signing those as well.
I do, even though I didn't write the book.
That's right. But still,
I get to sign it too.
You get her
so
lovely
fun.
energy.
You know, I mean, how many people get to sign a book that they didn't even write?
And her penmanship. What she writes and her penmanship is so much more appealing than mine.
Oh, you're so funny.
I usually sign in red, and then you have some kind of different
Purple.
usually a purple marker. Yeah.
That's right.
And then we also have, if you have a CD player, we'll also include a copy of our Opening Up to the Good CD. So if we are shipping to a U.S. address, $25 includes priority shipping and all that. And so whether it's a gift for yourself or a gift for someone else, that's just something to keep in mind for this holiday season. If you are doing it for someone else, when you placed an order, include an email that you check regularly, and then check it because or maybe it's something I may have Lisa start doing, as a matter of fact, we'll send you, one of us will send you an email to confirm the address and confirm who are we signing it to. Because if it's a gift, we're automatically going to sign it. If we don't hear back from you, we're going to sign it to whoever the person's in the ship to address, all right? But if you're giving it as a gift, we'd like to personalize it for the person you're going to give it to. So make sure we have that information and the right address to send it to. And we'll get that out, and definitely should arrive by Christmas if we're sending it priority, if we're doing it this week. So
yeah,
so check that out. So yeah, to get that, you can really easy to go to this website. Lisa putting it in the comments of the live chat, but bobbakerinspiration.com/book is where you can learn about that. But if you don't need the physical one, well, you can get an ebook version. You can get the audiobook version. It's on Amazon, Audible, wherever.
Yeah,
like
and let us know too if you want more than one book.
That's true.
Because sometimes I've wanted to buy something, and they only gave me one option, and I'd have to buy it and pay for the shipping and all that stuff, and then have to go back and buy it again if I wanted to. And so, if you want more than one book or you want more than one CD, let us know, and we'll definitely make it worth your while.
Yeah.
Because we're in the gift giving mood as well, and we would love for our music and our inspiration to be shared with more people, and that's just one way that we can do that. So
if you
want
more than one copy, definitely contact us ahead of time. In fact, I'm going to give you a way to do that right
Yeah.
now. You can. There's a contact form on my website.
Because maybe you want 10 books. You know, we
We'll
can
work
send
it
you
out
10
you.
books
Yeah,
for sure.
I came up with a lovely little graphic here. Check this out. I usually have been putting Lisa's email address up, but now I got it with her photo.
Aw,
Isn't-
look at her.
Isn't that adorable?
She is so adorable.
So reach out if you want to talk about the book thing or any questions you have about the work that we do. Reach out to Lisa. She is our head honcho of helpfulness, and she's celebrating 1 year of officially working with
us.
Yeah, as a
Yes.
official member of our team. So that's Lisa.
Oh my gosh, there's so many things that we couldn't do without her.
Lisa
at bobbakerinspiration.com. So reach out for that. But if you're just getting a single copy, you can go right to that earlier page and just order that. And
Yeah,
we'll
yeah.
Send, and we'll send it off to you this week with our
Yeah.
autographs. All right. So what else? We got that. Let's play original song.
Okay.
And then we're going to talk about some cool things that Pooki is doing. And
Yeah.
we got some photos or some Thanksgiving.
I'm always doing cool things. What are you talking about, babe?
some new cool things.
New cool things.
Newer and cooler.
Yeah,
Let's see here.
totally newer and cooler.
We just gotta get a quick. Well,
Oh, you wonder how you get all those little nicks on there? That's probably one.
my guitar's getting a little beat up. Not quite like Willie Nelson's yet, but how's the guitar sounding here, volume-wise, for you? How's that sounding? A little better because it's cranking over here on my side. I hope that's good. So let's play this song, shall we? One. Are we one with spirit?
We are. I am one with spirit, and spirit's one with me. I am one with spirit, and now I'm flying free. I am one with spirit, and spirit's one with me. I am one with spirit, and now I'm flying free. As my feet touch the earth, I look to the sky. The sun on my face, I feel so alive. Wind in my hair, all around me, inviting the trees to come dance with me. Whoa, I am one with spirit, and spirit's one with me. I am one with spirit, and now I'm flying free. I am one with spirit, and spirit's one with me. I am one with spirit, and now I'm flying free. On the wing of a prayer, I soar up so high, an eagle in flight in the infinite sky. The higher I soar, the more I can see the beauty of all life reflected as me. Whoa, I am one with spirit, and spirit's one with me. I am one with spirit, and now I'm flying free. I am one with spirit, and spirit's one with me. I am one with spirit, and now I'm flying free.
We are one.
As we come alive, as we touch the sky,
We are one.
as we fly so high with spirit,
We are one.
as we come
We
alive,
are one.
as we touch the sky,
We are one.
as we fly so high with spirit. Whoa, 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 I am one with spirit, and spirit's one with me. I am one with spirit, and now I'm flying free. I am one with spirit, and spirit's one with me. I am one with spirit, and now I'm flying free. I am one with spirit, and spirit's one with me. I am one with spirit, and now I'm flying free. I am one with spirit, and spirit's one with me. I am one with spirit, and now I'm flying free. 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 Are you flying free? Are you flying? Flying free. Woo! You know, have you ever thought about what it would be like to be a bird? Maybe some of you have dreams where you're flying in your dreams. Wow. What an awesome experience. I've only had that experience a couple of times in my lifetime. Right? So over 60 years, that's not very often. When I do, it's just such a powerful visual experience to be soaring above and looking down below. Wow. So good.
Awesome.
So good.
That's that song. That's what inspired
Now
some
I'm
of
flying
that song,
free.
for sure.
Boy, babe, I'm telling you, it's time for us to write some more music. I'm really feeling that.
No, what's the deal
so
with
much.
that? Well, we've been a
Wow.
little distracted with things lately.
I know, but it's been a year, babe.
So we've been for weeks, actually months now. I've been encouraging you to go over. You know, Pooki has her own separate channel where she posts her own.
It's a little bitty baby one.
a little bit
Little
of baby
cute one. It's so cute. It's little bitty, itsy bitsy.
Go over and squeeze its cheeks. It's a
Oh,
cute.
it's so cute.
But there's an extra reason to do that now and to go over and check out, because what are you doing you started yesterday.
I started yesterday. It's just like this crazy experience. I just had this like idea, like, oh my gosh, I'm starting this amazing journey with my body, right? And so bodies can be like, they can be, such a teacher, we can learn so much from our body. Our body is always talking to us. It's always talking to us. And so my body's been talking to me for some time, and I haven't been able to decode it, like to figure it out. So I'm in the process of figuring this out. And I've done a lot of things in the last year to help me figure it out. And so it was just like yesterday, it was like kind of day one. It was like the first for a lot of things as far as ways that I was going to be with my body and things that I was going to start looking at and how I was going to begin to kind of navigate the things that are happening with my body as I'm getting older, right? And so like, women are just different than guys. We just are, and
Really?
we have like all of these things that happen to us. We're very hormonal beings, right? And there's a lot of reasons for that, because not only do we have a cycle, a menstrual cycle every month that changes, our hormones change throughout that cycle, and understanding what hormones are being expressed and released at different times is very, very helpful. And then we move into like menopause, where we cease having a cycle, and then there's all kinds of hormonal changes that happen too. And this doesn't happen for men in the same way, because they don't have like the same inner workings that we have, right? And so I've been really diving deep into what's going on with my body and how it is that I can assist my body as it's going through these changes in a really natural and healthy way. So yesterday, I just decided, wow, I'm just going to get on YouTube and I'm just going to do a live video, and I'm just going to share day one. And my commitment is to get on there every day and just to share my journey. And just to share what's going on with me. And I'm not a health professional. I'm not a doctor. I'm just a person that's sharing my own personal journey. So I make that very clear in my video, that if you're really looking to like find out more, like I am working with a medical professional, my chiropractor, really working closely with my chiropractor. And so I have a medical professional that's kind of like guiding me and steering me along, but it's up to me to be able to observe what is happening in my body so that I can even relay that to my doctor, so that he can kind of take the information and then create a program that's going to work for me. But if I'm not paying attention to what's going on with my own body, then I don't really have a lot of input that I can give him. So I thought, I'm going to start this diary. I'm going to start this journal. And I thought, you know what? Maybe there's some women in our community that could benefit from this, right? And so I thought, you know what? I'm just going to go live on my own channel, and I'm just going to I'm just going to share my story and just see what happens. And, a lot of times I will go live, and I haven't gone live in a minute, but, sometimes one or two people, yesterday I had 11 people show up there, and many of them are here today, right? Like Mama Love was there, and Debbie was there, and Michelle was there. There was a number of people that were there. And it was really awesome to be able to look at their comments too, and kind of like address some of their comments and their questions too. And I'm getting better at doing that. So, in as much as it's not like a highly interactive experience for me, it is I'm definitely looking at the comments, and I'm definitely, if you have any questions or things like that, this is somewhat of an interactive experience. When I'm going to go live every day, I can't promise. I can't make a promise. Because my day is just so fluid all the time. But my commitment is to go live every day, and to share my journey. And today I'm going to be sharing some of the products that I mentioned that I use personally in my own life that have helped me do things like remove harmful chemicals from my environment, right? And things like that. So if you're interested in what I'm doing, and it's going to, I don't know how long it's going to last, right? It could last. I mean, my chiropractor has me on a regimen for 3 months. So who knows? Maybe it'll be 90 days. I don't know. But right now I'm committed to every day coming in there. The first video was about 26 minutes, and I go into a lot of different things. So, and like I said, I'm navigating this. This was totally like inspired action. Like it just came out of nowhere. And then the next thing I know, I'm recording a video. So if this sounds like something that you're interested in, especially if you're going through especially if you're a woman, there's so many things. And I'll just say this, something that could get you started is something that's really been that I've really been looking at, I've been pointing in the direction of, is a Dr. Mindy Pelz, Pelz. She has a very popular YouTube channel. She has over 900,000 subscribers, and she talks about women's health, and she talks about our hormones, and she talks about the effect that food has on our hormones. And these were things that I didn't understand. And now that I understand that, I'm changing the way that I'm eating, what time that I'm eating, how long it goes before I eat, certain metabolical things that are happening to my body, the longer that I go without ingesting food. Like there's so many miraculous things. And she has over 1,000 videos on her channel, and she can address, just go in there and just look and see if there's a title that speaks to maybe something that you're experiencing right now. Dr. Mindy Pelz, and see if there's something that speaks to you, because that's kind of like what I'm following her protocol, and I'm also listening to my own doctor and letting him know what I'm doing. So if that's something that interests you, I'll be going live every day. If you want to know when I'm going live every day, just because it could be at random, I'll try to make them at times when it's good for a lot of people. However, the best way to know is if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, and then also hit the notifications button so that you can be dinged when I do go live, and you can jump in and share in the actual live recording and maybe get some of your questions answered. Like I said, I'm not a doctor, but I'll do the best that I can, or might be able to direct
your
you.
journey and your experience. Yeah, the things that you learn along the way. I think that's awesome. And so go to Pooki's channel. Lisa has put it in the live chat, but just look for her name. It's Pooki Lee, Pookilee.
Yeah, we can do this together if you want to do it with me. I mean, yeah, you can follow along. You can just be inspired, And I'm, of course, I'm being my real authentic self. So I'm probably sure that I'll hit a couple of speed bumps along the way.
That's all you can do is be your
right.
Hey, I want to remind you that there's a thing called chapter markers that YouTube allows creators to include in their videos, and so that's one of the many things that Lisa does is in the hour or so after our live stream, she will go in and set up the chapter markers. So when watching a replay of this video or watching any of my other videos, even my affirmation videos, you can skip right to the section that you want to go to. And so for instance, in my affirmations, where if you don't like the minute or 2 minute introduction, you can skip right to where the affirmations start. And on these live streams, of course, over the course of 90 minutes, we cover, 10 or whatever different topics. And if you want to go right to Bob's Comedy Corner or right to our main talk, which a lot of people do, is that's their favorite part of it, Bob's Comedy Corner. So that's just something to know. If you don't know where they are, then Google it or search YouTube, and you'll quickly be able to figure it out. But yeah, so take advantage of chapter markers if you didn't know they exist. I've been highlighting some of the comments that have come in, and let's go check in right now. In fact, there will be a chapter marker that's listed. That's viewer comments and shout outs. And so let's go to that right now. I'm going to start with the earlier ones. Let's see. Applicator. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Marichelle. Hello, ma'am, and Mr. Bob. Always listen to your affirmations. Truly amazing. Shout out for you.
Thank you, Marichelle.
It's awesome to hear. Eileen Smoke is letting us know that our friend Tony, along with the partner Charlie, doing their 1,000th Kirtan stream tonight. That's amazing.
Oh my gosh, 1,000. That is amazing.
So, Lisa, if you want to put in the Facebook page for Good of the Whole, I assume that's where that streams, so people can go check that out. That would be
awesome. That would be
awesome. Congratulations, Tony, because he is here in the chat as well. Jennifer said good morning to the Global High Vibe Tribe from Houston.
Hey, Jennifer.
Always good to see you. Our friend Stacy says good morning, loves.
Good morning, Stacy.
Oh, our member of the High Vibe Tribe, Adele, been so busy but managed to catch a live all the way from Norfolk, the UK.
Hey, Adele.
And also Marichelle, I'm waiting from Paris, France.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Is that cool?
I've never been to France.
No, we're going to go someday, though.
We are.
Maybe on our way to Greece.
Yeah, that would be awesome. See Vasiliki.
So Patty's watching from snowy Des Moines, Iowa. I think all that far
it's
from
snowing
us.
already.
And our Kirtan friend, Tony, among other things, he's of course near Golden, Colorado, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Antonio del Sol.
Really. Join Tony and Charlie tonight. It's really
1,000, man. That's like
1,000,
3 years.
No, just uplifting music. It'll speak to your soul, and it's really beautiful.
Cool. Hello, Carlene from Florida.
Oh, Carlene, we missed you the last time.
I know we weren't able to connect. But maybe we'll be back in April. This is Beatrice right here. Hello, everyone.
Hey, Beatrice from Croatia.
Oh, this is a global family. Isn't it amazing?
Yeah, it's our beautiful Beatrice.
We saw her yesterday on our High Vibe Tribe monthly community call. And then Lisa here is also congratulating
1,000 kirtans. That's great.
KO says, peace and blessings from Tulsa, Oklahoma. So grateful to be here. Enjoy the High Vibe energy. Great to have you here. Jasmine, I think she was talking about your centering thing earlier. This will heal the world, I'm pretty sure.
Absolutely.
Mark and Kate.
Yeah, we love Kate.
Hugging y'all from Wyoming, Wyoming highway.
They're traveling.
Well, look who it is here over on Facebook, Mary Jean DeRusha.
Oh, Mary Jean and Larry. Hello, happy Sunday.
That is so cool. We miss you here in St. Louis.
We sure do.
Hope you're doing well in Mexico. They recently relocated there.
Mm-hmm.
Our friend Sharonda, look, Preston, aka Max, says
hi.
Hey,
Max.
If you're watching, hello back at you.
Hey, Leilani.
We love
so
you guys.
Good, love you.
KO also grateful to Pooki to be reminded that we are on this life.
That we are one in this life.
We are one in this life. It's our superpower.
That is our superpower. That's right.
Christina's watching from Ohio.
Oh, yeah, of course. Hello, Christina, my dear.
Carmen is here watching you on Facebook.
Good morning, Miss Carmen Curry.
There's Deborah. Happy holidays to everyone.
Hello,
Thank you so
Deborah.
much. Rad Angels pointing out my 5 o'clock shadow.
That's right.
The 9 a.m. shadow. I guess I need to shave more often. It seems like the older I don't have a whole lot of hair growth. I never have. I used to, when I was younger, I could go like a week without shaving. But as I get older, it's more and more often. And I'm looking in the mirror. It's like, oh, I got to shave again.
No, babe, just grow it out.
Well, no, I don't. I would not. I am not a mustache kind of guy. Joe Mitchell says happy holidays to Bob and Pooki and the High Vibe Tribe
Woo-hoo!
from
Philadelphia.
I'm going to butcher the name. So our friend from Venezuela is watching this morning. So I don't want to try to pronounce it and get it wrong. So Cherie, of course, a friend from them right here near St. Louis in Missouri. This-
We love Cherie.
She's sporting a new do too, which
I
looked great on
know.
the call yesterday. Julian is here from what is that? Marcela Risaraldo, Colombia.
Oh, yeah. Well, welcome, Julian.
Yay!
It's wonderful to have you here.
Brandy's watching from Oklahoma. Great. We got a lot number of Midwest people here, so that's awesome. Of course, you may know we're in St. Louis, Missouri. Mama Love coming here always
There
makes
you go.
me feel great. And even though this is a couple months away, Carrie's going to be turning 60. in
60. Oh, my
January.
gosh. 60 is going to be amazing for you, Carrie.
That's right. It's a milestone.
59.
I hit it 3 years ago.
Yeah, I
Still-
hit it
Still
too.
hitting it. I'm still.
60s are great.
Earlier comment, Dean says, I used to dream I was flying often, but not for a long time.
I know, right?
As well as Dora Lee. I used to fly around our living rooms really high, I swear. I did when I was like 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, you did. You're still flying high around your living room. Hi, Dorley. It's good to see you here.
And Donna joined the recent Magnetize Your Tribe
Hi,
course
Donna.
that we did. And so
From Virginia.
Good to see you here. And when you're talking about your daily YouTubes, Debbie said I'm going through some things too, health-wise, so it was very informative. Oh, yeah,
Oh, good.
she was there. On your
Yeah,
live
she was
stream.
there.
And I don't know why I highlighted something. I was just saying how I wanted to learn how to naturally navigate my change.
Well, you know what? Our bodies are super intelligent. They're actually much like an individual cell is so smart, so intelligent. And there are certain things that the body does to protect itself, right? And sometimes these things can cause negative chain reactions to happen. And so we just have to know how it is that we're influencing these reactions within our body. We have a lot of control, and knowledge is power, right? Knowledge is power. So I'm just going to be sharing, and I love information, and I love sharing on this topic, and then sharing my own personal journey. I think makes a difference too. So if it's something that interests you, join me on YouTube.
Here's something encouraging for you, Pookie. Crystal says, I go live on Instagram weekly and talk about my life journey. She started with 90 followers in January, now has 525.
Awesome, Crystal.
So that could build your...
That's perfect.
yeah, congratulations.
I have had a strange relationship with social media lately. I haven't really been posting much anywhere. I used to be like 20 posts a day back in the day, but that's definitely has changed. Sometimes I just go in there just to catch up and just to find out how everybody's doing, you know. But yeah.
Michelle says, greetings from Utah, listening while getting a chair massage at the gym. Oh, that's nice.
There you
Talk
go,
about multitasking.
Michelle.
That's good. Say hi to the folks in the gym for us. Let's see any new comments that have come in. Melody's here. Good morning, all from Vancouver, BC. It's a no shave November. Oh, I couldn't go the whole month. No, just last week of November.
Oh, look, Ingrid's watching from Guyana.
Diana, oh, that is so
That's
cool.
wonderful.
That is really awesome. Let's see here. What else we got? I'm just going to take a quick look. Guillermina, thank you for the blessings and good vibes. Totally transformed myself since I started listening to you. Grateful for Bob and Pookie. I'm from Tucson, Arizona.
Oh, I like cocky, though.
Yeah.
That sounds good. Bob and cocky. Ooh, I'm so cocky.
Cocky Pookie.
Cocky Pookie.
Lisa's watching from North Carolina. Lisa Cheek. Rosa says,
I
watch.
love Lisa.
Oh, you know? Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know Lisa from Ohio. She's a part of my Surf and
And
Mountain
she's watching
family.
over on Facebook.
Yeah,
Cool.
she's a sweetie. Oh my gosh.
And Rosa queues up the affirmation videos every day. That's awesome. Great to hear. And thanks. I appreciate you listening. All right. I think we have... Floki accurately says, I'm sure the metrics show a spike during the comedy. Yep. There you go. I like the way you think there. All right.
So funny.
So, we have a group of people who come and celebrate all of you every week, and they're in Studio B. Crystal knows this very well. She helps us with the countdown. We cue them, and I was wondering, how do they come here so early in the morning, and are they so enthusiastic? They just have that same enthusiasm every time.
It's the Dunkin' Donuts coffee.
Actually, I'm thinking, I found out there's another thing they've been kind of hiding hiding from us. Yeah, I
What?
think they get a sugar buzz from the Dunkin' Donuts. But somebody's been bringing Baileys and spiking the coffee.
Oh, spiking the coffee.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
no
that
wonder.
might explain their enthusiasm here at this.
I wonder if
early-
they're even going to show up today.
I think. Well, let's find out. We're going to cut to Studio B.
You going to count down, or are you going to count up?
Let's count down from 3. How
Did you
about
like that, Crystal? Did you like that? I know you did.
Are
I
we
know
counting
you
up
did.
or down? Down from 3. All right. Studio B. 3, 2, 1, and go. Oops. I think I see the influence of the Baileys now.
Yeah. I think it's on you.
All right. I got things a little bit out of order. I was going to do the
No
photos
way.
first and then do the viewer, but it's going to all work out perfect. So we're going to show you some photos of our Thanksgiving with our family, and then we have a photo of 3 members of our tribe who got together, and I think
They did not.
I think 2 of them at least are in.
What are they doing getting together?
I know. How dare them?
How dare they?
But let's start off with Thanksgiving. This was on Thursday. There's different photos. So here, this is obviously Pooki and me, and there's my daughter,
Ray!
Ray. She goes by Ray. Her full name is Kelly Ray, but she chooses to be called Ray. Or in a second.
She's like a ray of sunshine.
He is like a ray of sunshine, RAE. But yeah, so that's we got to the restaurant. We went to a restaurant. We didn't cook. Nobody wanted to. Do all that. So we went to this great restaurant and had an amazing meal. So
Oh my gosh.
So we got there a little early. This is a shot I took at the table of. So you see Pookie's talking over on the
I'm talking.
side there. That's his son Andy and Andrew in the middle, and then his girlfriend Abby. And look at that table, just chock full. That's just some of the food that they brought us. Multiple servings, multiple different, courses. I guess.
Okay, my plate's clean.
Yeah.
I ate it all.
Are you sure? Is that before you started eating? No,
Or am I just serving? No. I ate it all.
very nice. So that's at the table, and then we had some actual group shots. This is in the restaurant. So yeah, so that's Ray on the far left, and me and Pookie. The tall guy in the middle there is Matthew,
Yeah, that's my son, my oldest son, Matthew.
and then Andy,
My youngest boy, Andrew, and our little Abby.
and that's
She happens to be, oddly enough, she happens to be one of my best friend's daughters. And they met on their own.
yeah. They
you know?
didn't set him up or anything.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't. It never even occurred to us. It just never did.
But they're-
And yeah,
That happened
so
over the summer.
over the summer.
They're
So
having a
they're
good time.
enjoying meeting each other and enjoying each other's company. So
And this same group, just a little while later, outside of the restaurant. Yeah, with Matthew's long arms there.
Right, there you go.
Taking the photo. So we had a really lovely Thanksgiving. And some of you know, this is a very different holiday for Pookie and her boys because their father
Yeah.
passed away a few
yeah, in August.
3 months ago now.
Yeah, so it was important for us to do something different. And so this is kind of like the first year that Bob actually got to spend with my kids on Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Yeah, they always kind of did their own, kept
Yeah,
their
well,
family tradition going, and
yeah.
I did get together with my daughter and stuff.
He
and
would get
so-
together with his daughter. We would we would do something together, like go to CSL and do music or whatever together. And then I would go and be with my boys and their father. And he would spend time with his aunt and uncle and his daughter. And so this was the first year for all of us to be together. So it was pretty significant.
Yeah, some new family traditions.
Yeah.
And then switching to gears to you all, the 3 of our folks got together in New York City. That's on your left is Deanne, and then there's Debbie in the middle and Karen on the right. And I don't know if Karen is here, but I know that Deanne and Debbie are here. And I don't know if is that the Rockefeller Plaza tree or is that I think
I don't know.
that doesn't look as big.
I don't know if it's big enough to be.
Yeah, but I think they met in New York City.
Yeah.
But for this shot, but maybe you guys can clarify where that was taken and all that good stuff. So always good to highlight. If any of you meet each other, send us a photo and we will post it here because we love.
Because we really like it.
It's really awesome.
Yeah. We think
So-
it's so amazing when you meet each other.
Yes, indeed. All right, so I think it is now time to talk about our main topic,
Okay, let's do it.
which is we're going to make it on gratitude. We had 4 weeks in a row of gratitude. And then we had this conversation with our High Vibe tribe yesterday. It was started off to talk about gratitude, but it ended up talking about this, like a lot of the stresses that a lot of people are feeling. That's actually Bryant Park is where that photo was taken. They're clarifying, which
Gotcha.
is in New York.
Yeah, I didn't think it was big enough to be.
Too small to be the Rockefeller tree. And so I ended up taking a bunch of notes, and actually there was no research that had to be done for our topic today because it's just the notes that I took from our conversation yesterday as I flip my pages around here. So stress-free holiday, is it possible? And so, of course, it's up to you how you
Absolutely.
do these things,
It all comes down to you.
But here's some of the themes that came up from our brilliant cast of characters who were on our High Vibe Tribe call yesterday. And so the holidays can be a stressful time. In addition to whatever else is going on in your life, you've got, family, you've got, are you going to get people presents? You got holiday parties, all these things that are just clamoring for your attention, and it can be overwhelming, and then you've got dealing with relatives that you may only see once a year or something, and then there's family dynamics and all that stuff. So I wish I had noted who said what with everything, but we're just going to go through some of these bullet points and these notes that I took yesterday. I do remember this first one was from Lisa. She says her phrase was "practice the pause." Remember that?
Yeah, when she feels like a stress hit her, like and you get like kind of like shot out of your body. And then in that moment, like so many times we just immediately respond with the same energy. Mm-hmm. And what she was saying was she practices the pause where she feels that spike of energy and then she just like waits.
Yeah.
Just kind of waits for a minute for like that adrenaline rush to subside. Right? And then she goes and she does something. Maybe she might go and take a walk outside, or she might just really become focused on her breathing, or, just something to just kind of shift that moment from that automatic response that we have to respond or react to what has just happened. Mm-hmm. Right. And that goes a long way, because if once you respond to what happened with that same energy, with that adrenaline, then it has the potential of really going off the rails. Like it just can get really blown out. And you could end up doing things and saying things that in your normal state of mind you would never do. Or you would actually recognize that, oh, that's crazy. Right? Mm. But in that moment, right, you're not in a very reflective state. You're being influenced by the adrenaline that's running through your body right now. And sometimes people just match that adrenaline. And, it's definitely not the best for our stress. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I remember we talked a little bit about how this is particularly important when you're in an agitated situation with another person. Instead of just lashing out when you're in that heightened state of emotion, take a break, walk into another room, do your best to get away from that, and just even say, hey, I'll be happy to talk about this, but can we have 10 minutes? Can I just cool down a little bit before we continue this conversation? I don't want either one of us to say anything we're going to regret, and so that's one. So that's a good way to handle that with the conversation with someone else, but it also applies to the conversations you have in your own head. When you get down on yourself, when you're beating yourself up, you catch yourself doing that, go, hang on a second. Let's take a break. Let me take a break from talking to myself this way, because that's not healthy.
Oh my gosh, you got to catch it.
Yeah.
Right.
So catching it is the key. So quite often in life, quite often the things that get us agitated or get us off from feeling happy and content it's all exterior things. It's things that are happening out there that we're attached to in some way. But the things that really get us off center is when we get upset about things that we have no control over. Somebody makes a decision. It could be the weather. It could be something that someone says. A coworker or your boss does something at work. They're things outside of your control. And so the more you feel out of control with your life, the more stressed you're going to feel, right? So the key is, how can you reduce things that are out of your control and focus more on things that are in your control? Joe, I remember, brought up how he has a morning routine that whether he feels like doing it or not, he just does it. It creates the foundation for his day. Affirmations, of course, are part of that. But even something simple that you are just a feeling that I'm in control of my life. I can choose when to do the morning. I can choose to do whatever routines are healthy for me. I can choose the response that I have. I may not like what somebody said or did, but I get to choose my response. So that's within your control. So how can you focus more on things that are in your control and worry less and let go of, like the Serenity Prayer says, the things that you can't? All right.
Oh my gosh, it's so, especially like in holiday season, when you have families that are coming together and like all of these things, like there's so many things to coordinate, right? And some of the things are out of your control, and definitely there's so much that's out of your control, and so your ability to release those things and to not attempt to control them, right? Attempting to control them is going to cause you a lot of stress.
Right.
A lot of stress, because they cannot be controlled. So it's not going to work out for you anyway. It's just going to create more tension within your own body. Letting go of that and just surrendering and trusting the universe. I know you hear it all the time, like, trust the universe, trust that God's got your back, trust that everything's always working out for you. Well, it is. It is. They're just not bumper sticker slogans. It's real. Everything is always working out for you, right? Even the things that don't even feel good or look good or whatever, it's still always working out for you, because if you can bring your awareness to look at what's happening and learn from it, rather than thinking that if you can just learn from what's happening, there's a whole nother dynamic that will occur. Right? It takes the stress out of it. So like, there were so many things that I couldn't control this weekend. So many things. And I had to actually just kind of let go. I told Bob, I said, I'm just letting go. I'm just going to be in the moment. Today, Thursday, is all about gratitude. I'm just going to be thankful for anything and everything and however it shows up, because I don't have any control over what's going to happen. I don't have any control over what people are going to do or what they're going to say or how they're going to interact with each other. I don't have any control over any of that, right? But what I do have control over is how am I responding to this? So that's response able to respond. I'm able to respond. And so you get to take that moment where you're just like looking at it rather than reacting, you're responding. It's a totally different emotion. It's a totally different feeling, right? And so know that you don't have control over things. Actually, when you just kind of release any kind of notion of that, you begin to have a miraculous experience. I can't explain it, but it's like everything just really is wonderful.
And along with that, like a lot of times when people act out, they say something that we perceive as being rude or offensive or whatever, our gut reaction is to react, and certainly there are situations, where you need to set boundaries. You show people how you deserve to be treated, and you want to be firm with that. But sometimes we react to things that when somebody is just in an upset mood. So instead of thinking, oh, how rude of them, that jerk, actually have compassion and think to yourself, wow, this person is in so much pain. They're hurting so much from something going on inside of them that they feel the need to lash out in this way. Man, I really feel sorry for them. Instead of you having to take on the burden of that anger or that whatever that what they're expressing in that moment, you don't have to own it. You don't have to wear it or consume it, embody it, observe it, and go and have with compassion. Oh, I feel so sorry for them that you are hurting so much. You don't have to say this necessarily because it might make them more mad, but in your head you process it.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't say that.
That
You're just
way.
having just like deep compassion. Everybody's struggling. We have no idea what people are going through.
Right.
We have no idea what people's personal journey is.
Because if you think about it, you've had situations where you were just frustrated and you lashed out, and later you went, "Man, I don't know what I was thinking. And you apologized for that,
Right.
And so yeah. So
Did you ever see that video that they had a while back ago where the guy gets on the bus with a bunch of kids? And they're all unruly and they're just climbing all over the everything. And the dad is just sitting there just kind of staring off into space. And the people around him are like judging him and like, oh my gosh, this guy doesn't know how to take care of his kids and blah, blah, blah. Da, 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 da. And oh my, he's just letting these kids run amok and he has no control. And look, he's not even paying any attention to them. And somehow somebody said something to him and he kind of looked up out of a fog and he goes, oh, he says, I'm sorry. He goes, oh, we're just coming back from the hospital and their mother just died. And I guess this is how they're dealing with it. Now, doesn't that just change your whole perspective? I mean, even like all the hair on my head just went, wing. Doesn't that just change your whole perspective of what that man is going through? He's probably trying to figure out what he's doing with these. Now he's got these 5 kids. His partner's just left. And what is he going to do? And the kids, they just don't even know how to integrate that information, like the reality of what's just happened. So you don't know. You don't know what somebody's going through.
I've also heard the story about like somebody will cut you off in the road, and you want to give them a piece of your mind, so you follow them so you can pull over and yell at them or whatever, and then they end up pulling up to the emergency room at a hospital because something,
Yeah, they're taking their child who's been hit by a car.
Yeah, or something. Yeah.
And you're just like totally devastated, and then don't you just feel like, so you don't know.
Yeah, and those are extreme examples, of course.
So
but
you
just never know what someone's going through.
So this would be my opportunity to say to you, stop taking things so damn personally. They're not personal. They're not personal. Stop taking it so personally. Oh my gosh. It's just unbelievable. Like the things that when we start taking things personally, we can totally just screw things up royally. It's not about you. Sometimes people are just going through things and they're having a hard time and they just don't know how to be in the world. And so their edges are kind of spiky.
And that ties into the next thing here is practice forgiveness. So yeah, just like I said, don't consume that, and actually have that along with that compassion is the ability to forgive them. That doesn't mean you have to condone their activity if they're mistreating you or someone else, for sure. Still, again, set those boundaries, but you can practice forgiveness for others and for yourself.
Absolutely.
'Cause a lot of times we're beating ourselves up.
Right.
Just as more so.
Oh my gosh, I could have said that and I didn't. And oh my gosh, and then this happened and then I did that. And, oh.
Yeah. So
right.
Forgiveness. Then we had, I don't know if this is one of those types of things where you had to be there, but we, along with, we're both into this health
journey.
And we're researching new aspects of health. And one of the things that we're focusing on, watching an interview with this gal who wrote a book called The Glucose Revolution, but it's about your blood sugar levels and how these your spikes.
Oh my gosh, what sugar does.
So, and not just sugar like treats, but also starches and even fruit, and anything that has like is sweet or is starchy can spike your blood sugar. So you probably heard that, but I didn't realize like the negative effects that can have on your biology, and so
chain reaction.
So so the whole thing is the goal, at least according to this doctor, to get your health in better shape is to level out those spikes so that you're not, because when your glucose spikes, it goes way up and then there's this crash and then you get that morning, you get brain fog and all this stuff, and it also can lead to other health conditions. So the thing is, there's a certain way to eat. It's not just like what do you call it? Just
eat these things.
It's like cutting out and depriving yourself. It's like, eat things in a certain order, in a certain way, and you can avoid those spikes. So that's from a health perspective. But we need glucose. So here's the analogy that I made that connects this all to what we're talking about. Your body needs glucose. It's the main source of energy to power your brain and your body and your muscles and all this stuff. So, but more is not better. If you get too little glucose and the things that power, then you'll be weak or whatever, and your cells won't operate
your body
properly.
Will atrophy.
If you get too much of it, it leads to the spikes and then diabetes and all this stuff. That's not good for you. So there's this sweet spot in the middle. The same thing as something as basic as water. If you don't get enough of it, you can die. And you may have heard if you drink too much in one time,
You can die.
You can die. Yeah, people have died from like hazings and things like that of drinking. So there's this sweet spot where we need to be hydrated. So, but you go to one extreme or the other, and it doesn't serve you. So I think your emotional reactions, your internal life is the same thing. If you're always swinging high and low and being offended and then coming back down and being giddy and happy, and avoid those spikes. Try to get to the point where your mental outlook is keeping you at a little bit more of an even keel.
That's what I'm working on right now.
Yeah, your pendulum swings wide to one way and then the other. See if you can get it more in the middle, and that's just realizing these things that we talk about. You don't have to own. You don't have to have an opinion about everything. You don't have to own everything that and be offended and take internally everything that everybody says. Let them be.
They get to have that viewpoint. They get to think that way.
Yeah.
They have the freedom, just like you have the freedom to be who you are. They have the freedom to be who they are. And we just have to come from a place where we accept that's the reality that they've chosen for their own life. And then, the whole thing is it's just whatever, like from that point, then you get to choose, like, how close do you want to be in relationship with this person? Sometimes it's easy. If it's somebody on the subway, you're not in a close relationship with them at all. Yeah. But sometimes it might be a close friend, and they're just showing up in a way that, their path is like your path is kind of like going like that. And it's okay, because sometimes we're not meant to be together forever, right?
Mm-hmm. I think this was something that Deanne contributed yesterday on the call. It says, be willing to say no to things to honor your self-care. There's a lot of demands on your time. People asking you, "Hey, you're going to go to this party and that party," and I mean, certain amount of. Again, thinking of that glucose spike thing, there's a certain amount of parties I like to attend, that because the whole holiday goes by and we didn't celebrate with anybody. It feels like, oh, we missed out. So but you say yes to everything or feel like you have to do everything and be everywhere. That can lead to burnout. Right. So say yes to the things that are exciting you and resonating with you that you look forward to, but feel free to say no if your peace of mind is at stake. It's going to stress you out. Yeah, you know what those things are.
Yeah,
Trust your inner guidance.
You know when you want to go and do something, and when it's going to be fun and stuff like that. Yeah.
I don't know if it was Beatrice that offered this, but I thought this was: ask yourself, is this nourishing for me? Is this going to nourish me? This when you're trying to make a decision on what to do. Am I going to be uplifted and enjoy this experience, or is it going to drain me? And then make your decision from that point. But I love that. That could be a year-round thing. Mm-hmm. Really. Is this activity going to nourish me? Is this thing that I'm going to eat going to nourish me?
Right.
Is this music I'm going to listen to? This book I'm going to read? Is it going to?
Because I found it so interesting that we have labeled really bad foods for us as treats.
Oh yeah.
Just think about it. I'm going to treat myself to this ice cream. Mm-hmm. I'm going to treat myself to this sugar, this cookie, this cake. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm going to treat myself to this glass of wine. I'm going to treat, and they are. I just find it interesting that we look at that as like a little bonus, like a gift for us. This little thing is a gift for us. Well, it's not really. Once we understand what it's doing to our body, right? I mean, yeah, you just learn so much, and knowledge is really powerful. And a lot of this came up too. I asked the question of who, outside of the holidays, who is feeling like something's happening right now, like in your own experience. Like I gave the illustration of like when the leaves fall from the trees and that first gust of wind catches the leaves and they just kind of swirl around in this little eddy, right? Who feels like that on the inside right now? Right, and oddly enough, everybody raised their hand. Like something's up. We're up for some kind of grand transformation. Well, I want you to know that we are, and it's happening on a global level, and it's happening with everyone, not just like spiritually awake people and da da da. Nope, it's happening everywhere for everyone. They don't really understand, but like a lot of things are coming up. So just know that you're in good company right now if you've got some stuff that's coming up. I think for those of us that are aware, it's like our bigger stuff, like the stuff that we've been trying to heal in our lifetime, for the longest time. Now is the time. We have special energies that are helping us right now, that are supporting us. You know, these frequencies, these vibrations that are coming in are really powerful in really supporting this transformation, this dynamic change. And it's happening for everyone, so make no mistake. So especially now when you go out into the world and you're like, wow, that person is behaving in a way that whatever is offensive or whatever, know that they're having a little mini tornado inside of them too. Everybody's doing it. Right? Because we are evolving as a humanity. We're evolving right now, and we're rising into a higher expression of being. And so it's so important that you acknowledge this within yourself and take advantage of the support that you have, not only like within your community or your circle of friends, but also like within the cosmic, because we can look at the stars and we can look at astrology and we can look beyond the stars and we can even look into the face of the divine, and we can know that there's something that's much greater than who we are and what we're doing that's happening, and that we're all a part of it in a collective way. And so in order to like move through this time, like just being aware, and yes, it causes stress, but being aware. So knowing that this is happening, and then the holidays are laid over top of it, but just how do I deal with these new things that are happening within my body? Do a lot of self-inquiry, right? Ask yourself some deep questions, and just know that this is a great transformation, and you're learning things, right? As long as you're not resisting it or hating it or, like, I hate this. I don't want to, why is this happening? As long as you're not a victim to what is happening for you. And you can realize that, wow, something really magnificent, even though it's painful. It's a painful process at times when I have to look at myself and I have to come into a place of forgiveness with myself, or a deeper understanding of myself, or all of that. That can sometimes be difficult and sometimes be stressful. But just keep moving through it, because we're all rising. We're all rising together. We're all creating the new earth. Love is rising. Loving ourselves is the most powerful thing that we can do right now for this great transformation, this great global awakening. Right? And these things will help you. It's like having gratitude for getting your butt kicked right now. Mm-hmm. I had those words come out of my mouth. I was talking to my friend. I was like, man, I'm getting my butt kicked right now. It's like, it feels so stressful. Right? But how are some of the ways? What are some of the things, the tools? And that's how all this came into being. What are some of the tools that can help us as we're going through these stressful moments? Right?
I just wanted to highlight this comment here. It says, over the summer, I actually had to put in a missing persons report for my 35-year-old daughter. Yesterday, she and I were smiling and laughing together in the car. So what this points out to me is that whether you're going through a tough time, or someone that you love is going through a tough time, it doesn't mean that it's permanent. Don't think that this is a forever, infinite, thing. So there just could be a rough spot that they're going through. Help them as much as you can. Intervene, do your part, but know that that in most cases, that it will get better.
Yeah,
and send them the love and the support that they need to get there. Beatrice also said a couple things that's going to lead into our affirmations, and she's still here. She says, "Thanks. I have got that advice from my
sensei and brother."
Okay, cool. But she also said that, because I know that Beatrice is experiencing some stressful situations in our relationship, and and so she says sometimes
very challenging.
She puts her hand on her heart, she breathes, and she says, "I love you." I'm sure you can say that to yourself and to the other person too.
Yeah.
But then she mentioned Louise Hay's affirmation, and I'm pretty sure these are the ones that you were referring to, but if not, they're still great ones. So instead of our own affirmations, we're going to turn to Louise.
We love Louise.
Yeah, and so actually, Pooki and I, 12 years ago-ish, we were in New York City at a book convention, and we got to meet Louise and have our picture taken. She passed away about 5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah.
In her early 90s, I think. And so this is the 3 lines. I'm not sure if we want to do these or repeat them, or 4 lines. Yeah, just say them together, or I'll say them once through, and then you want to repeat them once through separately, and just say them along with us, okay? So these are because I got these. I think she was Louise was interviewed, because I did a video with these 4 lines, And she said, "What are the top, affirmations that you recommend if somebody's going through a tough time?" She goes, "These are the 4 that I say to myself." So she had no hesitation in answering the question. So it is. Here we go. All is well. Everything is working out for my highest good. Out of this situation, only good will come. I am safe. You want to?
Those are powerful. Yeah. All is well. Everything is working out for my highest good. Out of this situation, only good will come. I am safe.
Mm-hmm. Powerful.
That's powerful.
Yeah.
Right? And when you have that out picturing of your situation, of your life, then everything does work out. Like just the way that you're able to move through it, knowing that all is well. Everything is well. Everything is working out for my eyes. Every little thing, even the things that I think aren't. Out of this situation, only good will come. Only good will come. And I am safe. My gosh, how often does our level of safety really affect how we feel? Because if we don't feel safe, then we're not going to share ourselves. We're not going to share our authentic self. Right? So feeling safe is so important. And knowing that you are safe. I am safe. I am. All is well. Everything is working out for my highest good. Out of this situation, only good will come. I am safe. And say these over and over again, especially like when you're up against it. All right.
Even if you're not feeling it, just go say them anyway, because it's reaching your subconscious mind.
Yeah, absolutely. You have to reprogram your subconscious mind.
All right.
Or your subconscious mind will program you.
Ooh, deep. Here, it's time to do an original song about waking up to the truth of who you are. So we're going to change the vibration. Oh, not change the vibration. We're going to just to continue the thought process here with a song that's going to uplift you. And here we go.
Get your boogie on.
It's time to wake up to happiness. Time to wake up and be me. It's time to wake up with gratitude. Time to wake up to positivity. It's time to shake up. It's time to wake up and be me.
It's time to wake up feeling beautiful. It's time to wake up and love me. Yeah, it's time to wake up feeling fabulous, stepping into my divinity. It's time to shake up. It's time to wake up and be me.
It's time to wake up to abundance. It's time to wake up and be free. Oh, it's time to wake up with satisfaction. Wake up to prosperity. It's time to shake up. It's time to wake up and be me.
Time to shake it up. Time to take it up. It's time to shake it up. It's time to wake up. It's time to wake up to magnificence. It's time to wake up to possibility. Whoa, it's time to wake up being myself, stepping into authenticity. It's time to shake up. It's time to wake up and be me.
It's time to wake up feeling powerful. Time to wake up with ability. Oh, it's time to wake up with confidence. Time to wake up full of energy. It's time to shake
wake up and be me, yeah.
Just threw in a little Barry White there at the end, didn't you?
It's Barry Pooki.
Barry Pooki. All right. I hope that uplifted your spirits a little bit.
Yeah.
This is a good one. All right. Let me take a drink here. See if there are any comments that have come in since. A lot of them, of course, are coming in. Loving this. Let's see here. Dancing through the house. Loving this day, myself and all of you.
How fun.
It's time to wake up and be me.
Yeah, baby.
Hey, look who's in the house. Vasiliki's here. Global
Vasiliki came and
family.
visited us yesterday.
She popped in and it was so good to see her.
With her friend. It was so great.
Awesome sauce. Okay, so let's continue lightening up the mood a little bit because I think it's time for...
No way. Already?
Where is it?
Oh.
It's Bob's Comedy Corner.
Should-do-be-wah.
Bob's Comedy Corner. It's my laugh thing here. She's going to warm up her coffee there, and so there's two things that are competing for my attention for topics to do some jokes about here in Bob's Comedy Corner, and so I know, and this is one of the more. You know, I think Floki said it earlier that a lot of people, when they use those chapter markers, they skip right to Bob's Comedy Corner. You know, how many of you? It's one of your favorite segments. Just humor me into this. But on this date, in November 26, in 1917, the National Hockey League was founded and featured just 4 Canadian teams. I thought it might have been older than that, but no, 1917, National Hockey. I'm a big hockey fan. We have the St. Louis Blues here in St. Louis, and I think they came in the late 60s. So when I was a kid, and my mom took me to some games, and I was just hooked. And they actually, like in 2019, they won the Stanley Cup for the first time ever. We're really excited about that here. But also in this date, on November 26th, in 1922, Charles Schulz was born. And you may know that he's an American cartoonist. He created the Peanuts cartoon featuring Charlie Brown and Lucy and Linus and Peppermint Patty and all of that stuff. And so I could not decide. And so I'm going to do I'm going to double dip here. I'm going to do a whole bunch of jokes on hockey. And then I'm going to do a few jokes at the very end related to Charlie Brown. All right? Are you ready for this?
I don't know.
Let's see what happens here. Oh, ready or not,
Am
here
I
we
ready?
go.
I
I actually
don't know.
deleted a lot of these hockey ones, but there's still a whole bunch of them here. So
Probably
they're
a
going to
good
be
idea.
rapid fire, all right?
All right, go
Here we
for
go. What do hockey players and magicians have in common?
I have no idea.
Both do hat tricks. What do a bad hockey team and the Titanic have in common? They both look good until they hit the ice. Too soon for that? Okay. Why did the hockey player go to the optometrist?
Oh, I have no idea.
To get his eyes checked. I actually wrote that one myself. There are like 3 of them here that I actually did.
Okay.
Did myself.
Don't tell anybody
All
which
right.
ones are yours.
Oh, how do hockey players stay cool during a game? They sit next to the fans. Why are hockey players good at gymnastics? They always stick the landing. A lot of puns here. Let's see here. Why did the hockey player go to the bank? To open a free checking account. That was another one of mine. Thank you very much. It's a good one.
I think it's
All right.
funny when
Yeah.
it's yours,
Yeah,
and
it's
it's not funny.
Okay. And I reword, I find some of these and I go, no, I can reword this so it's hopefully.
But I probably need to understand more about hockey,
Yeah.
which I don't.
You may not get this one, Pooki, but
Probably
those
won't.
who do will enjoy,
I'll laugh.
it immensely.
I'll laugh anyway. You ready, Bob?
Why didn't the lousy hockey team have a website?
I don't know, Bob. Why?
They couldn't string 3 W's together. You know what that's funny?
No, I have no idea. What
W stands for wins.
Oh.
Okay, yeah. So, okay. I think you'll like this one. Why was the Ghostbuster signed to the hockey team?
Why, Bob?
Because he scored a lot of goals. Okay. What is
That
the
was so last month.
what is the I know it's like tied into Halloween. Where is the best place to shop for fresh hockey shirts?
Have no idea, Bob.
New Jersey. Some of my East Coast friends will love that. Oh, why are comedians also good hockey players?
Tell me.
Because they're really good with the hockey shtick. Which hockey player is best? Oh, this is a good one. At forecasting the weather. Puxatawny Phil. Puxatawny Phil. That's the name of the. Okay. It's okay.
Got me.
Those of you who want to get it, know. Okay.
If you got it, you know.
Oh, here's what kind of tea do hockey players drink? Penalty.
Hopefully not.
What? Oh, so we were talking about glucose and sugar spikes. What is a hockey player's favorite dessert? Stanley cupcakes. What's the most common illness among hockey players? Chicken pox. All right, these are all kind of
He
combined.
liked that one.
This was a good one. What did the skeleton drive to the hockey game? A Zamboni. So there's a machine that cleans the ice. It's a big square boxing, and it cleans the ice in between periods. That's important to know for this last series of hockey jokes, all right?
Okay.
It's called a Zamboni. Okay. What did the cowboy ride to the hockey game? A Zamponi. How did the zombie get to the hockey rink? Rode the Zamboni. What did the pasta chef ride to the hockey game? A Zamroni. Finally, how did the pig get to the hockey game? He drove a Hamboni.
I think you're the best straight man for yourself.
Oh, I think so. Yeah, I'm just going to set myself up. I got a lot of ha-has. Oh, we actually got a R-O rolling on the floor, laughing, chicken pucks. Okay, so I've got a lot of good feedback here, but I got 4 more because I didn't want to pass up the Peanuts jokes. So this is just a quote that is attributed to Charles Schultz, which I've heard this phrase before, but I didn't know it was attributed to him. But he says, "Don't worry about the world coming to an end today. It's already tomorrow in Australia." That's a good one. Just 3 more here. Again, these are Charlie Brown, Peanuts, Charles Schultz jokes to end this round out here. After 2 years of listening to people talk with masks on, I finally understood what Charlie Brown's teacher was saying.
Oh.
How did Charlie Brown's parents know he was going to be a famous musician?
How?
He kept saying, "I gotta rock." It's a reference to the Halloween show from years gone. And finally, my favorite, the Charlie Brown Foundation is now accepting donations. All proceeds go to fund the good grief counselors. This has been It's Bob's Comedy Corner. Should do be why. Bob's Comedy Corner. Bing, bada, boom.
Yeah, there are some things in the world that I just have no association to.
Really?
So I don't really know if it's funny or not because I don't know the meaning behind all of that. But it's okay.
No worries.
It's okay.
It's all
you
good.
know. I know what I know, and what I don't know, and that's all I know.
Give me a sec. I'm going to pull in this video that I didn't, but it's going to start, but I'm going to have to stop it real quick. So hang on a
Okay.
second. Here we go.
Don't let it start.
Yeah. I just realized that it wasn't set up to go, but now it is. We're going to do a recap here of some of our announcements from earlier. And so again, if you want to give someone the gift of inspiration, you can purchase my book, and especially if you want an autographed copy for yourself or a loved one as a Christmas gift. Let's see here. Where are they? You can for shipping to an address in the U.S. We can't do this outside. I can't send an autographed copy. Just too expensive, too unreliable for international shipping.
Yeah,
But
you might not get it.
Yeah. So get it in time or get it at all. And so if it's a U.S. address for $25 total, we will priority ship an autographed copy of my book. Pooki will be happy to sign it too, along with a CD of our Opening Up to the Good album filled with inspiring songs that'll uplift you or a loved one. And if you want to get multiple copies, reach out to Lisa to learn more about that. And you can reach her at lisa@bobbakerinspiration.com. Also, I forgot to mention another gift might be some of our merchandise, like this mug here. It says Positive Vibes Only. Lisa owns the Positive Vibes Only hoodie. But you can get it in pretty much anything: hats, T-shirts, tote bags, you name it.
But decide quickly because shipping does take time, especially during the holiday season.
Yeah, so I'm not sure. Well, yeah, it's a company that does that. We're not shipping them
Yeah.
ourselves, so they'll let you know about that. But Lisa, I'm sure, can pop in the comments. If you can search for that and get our a link to our, you can find our merchandise. And actually on YouTube, there's a link to that as well. There's somewhere they've changed the location of it, but somewhere you can see where our merch is, and go to that site where you can order it, and they will print it for you and ship it directly to you, and we get a little cut of that. So we appreciate that. Also, Pooki, what are you doing every day on your YouTube channel?
Oh, I'm talking about my own personal journey with my health and my body, and in a natural way, how I'm working with these things. And so I'm going live. I don't have a particular time every day, and I'm kind of thinking it might be better like late afternoon or early evening, because I can get some of our West Coast family here as well, on the live stream as well. So I just want to make it as available as I can to as many people. And and then if you're not able to catch the live, you can catch the replay, and I'll just be sharing my journey of what this is looking like as I'm moving through this whole thing with my body aging, and how it is that I'm responding to like my exercise and my diet and my thoughts. So it's going to be a full overview of everything that I'm experiencing.
Everything you're learning and sharing.
Yeah,
and
everything I'm learning, and
up
it's
to
just
each
my
person.
personal journey.
Each person can decide if it's right for them. You're not a doctor giving out advice or anything.
Nope.
Or no certifications.
Nope.
But if people might find that helpful,
Yep.
the stuff that we're learning.
And if you want to do something drastic with your lifestyle, that concerns your body, you might want to talk to your physician about, some of the things that you're thinking about to see if it's right for you.
Also, this coming Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, I am doing something I do monthly on Zoom. It's called The Art of Spontaneity. And basically, I use silly improv games to just take us through like 90 minutes or so, or almost, 90 minutes of just fun activities. You just be silly. We laugh a lot. A number of folks here are regulars in that. If you're a member of our High Vibe Tribe online community, you actually get access to those for no additional fee. But if you're not a member of the High Vibe Tribe, it's just a $10 fee, and I'll give you Venmo and PayPal options to cover that. But if you want to know more about that, reach out to us, and we'll send you a link to register for that. I just don't have it. I actually don't have it to put in the comments at this point. Yep. There you go. I think those are our... So we're going to play this song. It's from our Soul Massage album, and which you can learn more about at somewhere, Soul Massage Music. I know. Here we go. soulmassagemusic.com will take you to our currently recorded music. This is something from our Soul Massage album called Yesterday, Tomorrow, Today. It features our friend Mitch Meyerson playing the lead guitar parts on that. I did not play those, but he's an excellent guitar player. A lot of tasty licks there. And this is a song about the juxtaposition of the past, the present, and the future. We had some fun with it. And I love the groove to this song. While it's playing, post your takeaways. What's your main takeaway from this particular broadcast? And I will highlight those while the video is playing. And then we'll come in back at the end and say our final goodbyes. All right? Ready? Let's rock and roll. Here we go. Darn it. We were muted the whole time. Okay, I'm going to repeat what I said. Jules asked about getting that song, and it's available at soulmassagemusic.com. You could go there, click on the Soul Massage album artwork, and yeah, you can get the whole album. You can purchase the whole album as a digital download, but that is also available on Spotify and Apple Music. You just have to look for Soul Massage. I think, yeah, and then Bob Baker and Pooki Lee, I think. But you should be able to find it. But yeah, so thank you for the many comments about being on mute. But I got it figured out now.
All right.
All right. So very, very cool. This is invigorating. I'm glad we covered this topic today. It seemed to resonate with a lot of people. And we appreciate you. We love you.
We do.
Have an amazing holiday season. We'll be back next Sunday, and I'm going to be posting more videos this coming week. Yeah, check out all the links. If you came here late, this very page that you're on will become the replay page in just a matter of minutes, I believe. So go back to the beginning. We covered a lot of cool stuff.
We did. And just remember, if you're starting to feel stress, right, and the holidays are laying on top of you even more, just take a moment and nurture yourself and just breathe, relax, do whatever, like meditation is a great tool, calming the mind, come into some sort of practice, right? Take a walk. Mm-hmm. Just do something. Do something when you feel triggered. Usually when something is triggering us, it's packed with a whole bunch of information, and a lot of it we can learn from and grow if we're open and willing, right? And so practice the willingness to grow through your challenges right now. Practice the willingness to experience your stress in a new way. Like, how can you just bring it down? How can you just give yourself some more breathing room, right? And how many things are you stressing about that you're just taking on and you're just creating the stress for yourself? That you really don't need to stress about this stuff? Because what did Louise say? Mm-hmm. It's all working together for my good. So if you truly believe that, why would you be stressing? That's what I always remember, Everything is working out for my highest good, my highest good. I like to say for my highest good and for the highest good of all involved, mm-hmm. Right? My highest good. It's always working out, especially when you have like a conflict within like a family environment or something like that. And, we get into these situations, right? And the holidays just puts on another layer of stress. So we're coming into this holiday, bringing you tools to help you navigate this. And you're going to be okay, and we're here to support you,
Have an awesome day, an awesome week, and come back to this page and, and check it out.
Yeah, we love you.
We love you. See you soon.
See you later.
For now. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.